He's looking for racing room toward the inside. Sabona's coming hard. Zilzal unleashing a furious one on the outside. Steinlen, a daring move on the hedge, gets the lead. Sabona, one last lunge. Steinlen!
Allée France, all along, Pawnees, Flying Water, Buckskin, Archange, Steinlen, Sagasse. Some of the great racehorses of the last 25 years, all owned by Daniel Wildenstein, all bred by him. Leading owner in France, leading owner in Britain, and one of the most successful owners in the Breeders' Cup Series. With success has come a reputation as a difficult owner, but no one could question that his racing operation is a remarkable one. Desmond Stoneham, on behalf of Racing World, talked to Mr. Wildenstein in Paris recently. The first topic for discussion was the purchase of Allée France, one of the best post-war race mares.
We have to buy a horse with a certain breeding. The only foal was that we found was Allée France, which had the breeding that we wanted. And therefore, we went to America. We looked at this foal, was not an ordinary foal, but a strong foal, but with imperfections. And I asked the owner if he wanted to sell it. He said no. He said, no, I want to keep a fillet from this family to breed. So I said, at what price would it be? Because there's always a price for everything. He said, yes, there's always a price. Naturally, if you offer me over $150,000, which was a stupid price at the time. So I offered him $185,000 and he gave me the fillet. The first time you have a champion, it's absolutely fantastic for an owner. And Allée France did everything you could expect of her. I think she was the best that I will ever have. Allée France is a second-rate mare. She produced horses that were either too big or too small. Champion mares are very seldom good mares, for the reason that they are too much like a male horse. They are very strong, and they don't make, they are not model-like.
150 mètres du poteau, lutte enchantée à l'extérieur, vient attaquer Sun Princess pendant que Au Le Long progresse très fort, prend l'avantage. À 50 mètres du poteau, Au Le Long est devant Sun Princess. Et lutte enchantée.
I think something went wrong with the way Patrick Biancon was training the horses. It was a young man. Nothing is better than to have experience. Maybe he didn't have enough experience. And he thought that every horse we had were great horses. You have to use horses to the way they should be used. You have, if you have a Group 3 horse, it's no use to run him in a Group 1. And that's what he was doing. He was running handicap horses in groups, and there you don't, it was a catastrophe. And as things went bad, he was doing worse and worse things.
Arcang is coming in between horses, and it's still Bertrando with an onslaught of challengers. Here comes Arcang, a huge upset looming here as Arcang comes flying on the outside, and he runs by Bertrando, kissing Chris. Here is Arcang to win it in an absolute shocker. He's 99 to 1 in the $3 million Classic.
André Fabre is a man I admire very much. He knows horses inside out. He's not only a trainer, he's an amateur of horses. And therefore he looks at horses like an owner should look if an owner knew something about horses. But an owner should be, is most of the time only capable of signing a check. Very few look at horses.
Dancer du Soir, ridden along, was going to hold on. Coming up towards the line, Dancer du Soir takes it. And at the post, Dancer du Soir, the winner, shot past second. Kylie, the third.
Elie Lelouch is an extraordinary man. When I asked Fabre who should I take, because he couldn't take all my horses, he said, take Elie Lelouch. I said, it's not possible. He has a few horses. And I said, do you know him well? He said, no, I don't know him well. But I look at the horses. They are the best looking horses in the ring. Therefore he has second-rate horses in first-rate condition. And that's the most important thing for racing. It succeeded.
And Forney's Neves St. Martin going even clearer of Rose for the Star, now going on into second place. African Dancer now third, Sendergon four. Then comes Lady Singer, and Lesser Big on Serene has got no chance because they're inside the final furlong. And this is a very easy winner here for Yves St. Martin on Forney's. They're about 3-4 lengths for the good as they come up towards the line. Forney's wins the Oaks in good style.
Can you describe your breeding operation as it stands today?
It's very simple. We are not very smart, but we only keep mares that have won a group race, and we buy only mares that have produced a group winner, and that's all. But we don't send these mares to stallions that are, because they are in fashion. We try to send them to stallions that we believe will produce a good horse. We are not selling the yearlings, therefore we don't have to.
Sagas has come to take it up there, Yves St. Martin. It's Sagas in the lead from Northern Trick second, Strawberry Road third. As they race into the closing stages, Sagas and Yves St. Martin are being pressed by Cash Asmussen on Northern Trick, but as they come to the line, Sagas has won the after trail.
What do you look for in a potential stallion?
Health. It's the most important thing. I think you should never send a horse to an unhealthy stallion, even if he's a champion. I remember that I was at the Kentucky Derby, and it's the only Kentucky Derby I ever saw, when Northern Dancer won. And this little horse impressed me tremendously by the strength and the health he had. It was, therefore I sent mares to Northern Dancer and unfortunately never succeeded.
At the distance is Just Crow from Secret Man. These two fighting it out. Crow 1, Secret Man 2. Then Oates and Scallywag on the far side. These are the first four. But it's going to be Crow who's going to win the 200th of measure. Coming to the line, Crow is the winner for France.
We are in Europe, mostly in England and in Ireland, breeding much better horses than any other place in the world. I think the American horse has an advantage because there is a lot of them. But it's not certainly, they are certainly not as good as ours. And I'm sure that if the Breeders' Cup was done a month before, at the time of the Arc de Triomphe, I believe our horses would win, maybe not all of them, but will win most of the races.
It's Barathier and Big Stone and Barathier. Big Stone has the advantage from Barathier. King Mambo's moved into third and Sayonardi four, but Big Stone is going to win it. As they come to the line, Big Stone wins it under Pat Edery. Second is Barathier and third King Mambo. We
have a lot of horses that we hope to be champions. Maybe it will be a glorious year, but it could be also a very unsatisfactory one. Even though I believe Big Stone will stay a champion, but the 2-year-olds.
and they're inside the final furlong now, and it's Lost World going on. Lost World from Giantsman in second place as they drive inside the final half furlong. Sean Devan is coming wide and fast and late, but as they race up towards the line, it's Lost World going to be pressed close home by Sean Devan, but Lost World's going to take it. Lost World is the winner.
The one who won the Grand Criterium, I think it's an excellent horse. It's certainly a champion, in our opinion, but it's a horse which needs a hard race, and if we can give him those races with leaders next year, it will be difficult to beat. But probably only a miler, huh?